Hey everybody, this is Mac here, and we're going to do some problems where we're going to take just different forms, point slope, y-intercept, and we're going to turn them into the standard form right here. So honestly, all we're doing is moving furniture here, okay? So I'll just show you what that looks like. And again, maxtutorials.com. That's where you can find all this and much, much more about the algebra. So we're trying to get it so that the x plus y equals the number. So we just have to get everything on the right side. So watch this. I know that my x and my y's both have to be on the left, and I know that my number stays on the right. Everybody's in the right spot but the 2x. So once I minus 2x to both sides, watch this. Negative 2x plus y equals 5. And guess what? I am done. That's it. Look, I've got my x value, I've got my y value equals the number. And so that's all we're trying to do here, guys. Now, look at the next one. It's a little easier on the y equals mx plus b because really all we're doing is moving the x over. Okay, now make sure you write the x first and then the y, because that's part of the form, they die, equals 7. All right? Going on the next one. Okay, now this one, I have that 1/2. So what do we do when we see a fraction? The best thing for you to do is to take the whole equation and multiply it by 2. When you do that, you're going to get 2y equals, now look at this, that's like 2 over 1. They cancel out. I'm just left with a normal x, okay? Minus, well, I got to multiply all 3. Minus 12. That's just a way to get rid of the denominator. Once you do that, then you just subtract the x from both sides, and you're going to get negative x plus 2y equals negative 12. All right, let's go on. Now, if you don't like that, another way, some teachers like this, you don't have to do this in my opinion, but you like to lead with a positive. If you do that, if they want you to lead with a positive, then what you do is just change everybody's signs. X minus 2y equals a positive 12. These are the same answer. These mean the same thing. Neither answer is wrong. It all depends on the form that your teacher may want to like it in, or if it's multiple choice, is what they give you. So maybe you came up with this one, but the multiple choice has that one, okay? And so just know that you can go both ways on that, all right? Number 4, now when you have the parentheses in there for a point slope, you have to do the, you have to do the distributive property first. So here I'm going to get y plus 2 equals negative 2x plus 6. I just distributed the negative 2. Now I got to get everybody to the correct side, okay? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to minus this 2 because I know I want all my numbers on the right. Y equals negative 2x plus 4. Guess what? I just turned point slope in the y-intercept right there. Did you notice that? So if anybody asks you to transfer from y-intercept or point slope to y-intercept, that's all you have to do is distribute through the parentheses and then just get all the numbers over. But we want to go standard form on this, okay? So once we do that, we're going to get 2x plus y equals 4. All right? Let's go on to the next one. Same thing, letters on one side, numbers on the other. I'm going to, well, yeah, all the letters. Okay, y equals x plus 5. And then once I subtract the x, I'm going to get negative x plus y equals 5. And who knows, maybe on a multiple choice, it may say x minus y equals negative 5. Either one of these is the correct answer. Okay, let's go on to number 6. Well, I got to start with distributive property because I have a number in front of the parentheses. And I'm going to get y minus 3 equals 2x plus 2. Now I want to get all my numbers to the right. And again, make sure I'm adding that 3 to the 2 here, not to the 2x. Okay, we can only do it if they're like terms. And so now I'm into the y equals mx plus b. But I got to do this also. And my answer is negative 2x plus y equals 5, or 2x minus y equals negative 5. Okay? This one, I'm going to distribute a negative x across to both. And I'm going to get y plus 4 equals, ooh, wow, this one's going to be very, very different. I think this was an accident, but that's okay. Negative x squared minus 2x. Okay, and so again, I want to get all the letters to the left. This one is not going to work out the way I was hoping. Okay, so if I minus 4, I'm going to get y equals negative x squared minus 2x minus 4. and this problem is not going to really work out. Because now I'm going to get, once I add x squared, and I'm going to add the 2x also, I'm going to get x squared plus 2x plus y equals -4. Then on this one, I would factor out an x, but we haven't talked about factoring yet. And so I think when this problem was made up, there was just a mistake. So I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay. What did they give? I'm just curious what the answer key did. X plus y equals 2. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it there. Maybe I'll ponder and do a new video once I figure it out. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so now in this one, I'm going to just distribute through. And I'm going to get y minus 5 equals 3 over 2x minus, well, what's 3 halves times and -4? Or we'll just say times 4 because I wrote the negative. Now, when you do that, all you do is you multiply the numerator, because that's like 4 over 1. And that's going to give you 12 over 2. What's another way for me to write 12 over 2? That's right, 6. Now, if I take everything, well, actually, let's do that step last. I'm going to add, that's a y. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I'm sorry, I'm going to really blow this up because it'll give me a little more room to write. Okay, they die. Y equals 3 halves x minus 1. So now I'm in slope-intercept. Now, if I multiply the entire equation by 2, I'm going to get this. 2y equals, they cancel out, 3x minus 2. What do I mean by cancel out? That right there, okay? Now, once I subtract 3x from both sides, I'm going to get, they die, here, negative 3x plus 2y equals -2. Or 3x minus 2y equals a positive 2. Number 9. First thing I want to do on this one is I want to get rid of that denominator. So I'm going to multiply everything by 3. I'm going to get 3y equals -1x plus 6. That's how I got the -x. Remember, that's a -1x. If that makes you feel better, I could write that, but you don't need to. So I'm going to plus 1x from both sides. I'm just going to get x. I'm not going to write the 1. Plus 3y equals 6. Boom. Okay? Now, if I go right here, same thing. I know I'm going to have to multiply by 2 at some point, but I'm not going to do it until I kind of clean this up a little bit. So step number 1, let's just go ahead and distribute. So that's -1/2 x. I'm going to write that as -x over 2 if you're okay with that. That means the same thing. Plus, now I'm going to multiply these guys across. Now, I say plus, but what's a negative? I already did that. What's a negative times a positive? The answer is negative. And these all cancel out, so I'm left with -1. Now, when I subtract, got a little ahead of myself there. Now, when I go -6 to both sides, I'm going to get y equals -x over 2. And here's just an add a line, change the sign, which is going to give me a -7. Now I'm going to multiply everybody by 2. I'm going to get 2y equals -x minus 14. I did that, I did that, and I did that. And when I did this one, the 2's cancel out, and that's why I got the -x, okay? And now when I add x to both sides, see if I have a little more room here. Yeah, I do. I'm going to get myself x plus 2y equals -14. And that, my friends, is the video. Okay, so I just want you to be comfortable. Now, we went to standard form. I hope also by looking at this, you can see how you can go standard form and you can move it into, say, y equals mx plus b or the point slope. And so there's other ways that you can move these around. So as long as you can shift these around, there's many different ways you can do these equations. I hope that helped you. We're going to do one more that looks just like this. So if you felt really comfortable on that, you don't really need to do the next one. But wouldn't hurt, okay? Would make you really, really good at this. Would be make for a nice review. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Keep plugging away.